Hello, hello, hello. Do you see what I see? Are any of you excited about this? Because I am. I have in my grubby little hands the Marla Kris Shimmer and Shine Winter Collab 2021. I cannot believe it has been a year since her first collab with Shimmer and Shine. Do you remember that one? That was so much fun, but this one is fun too, and there are little extra goodies inside. So let's go through what we've got here. We've got 3 different colors. So this is Up to Snow Good, and it is a gorgeous white, shimmery, glittery, flaky, beautiful white. And then this is Slay All Day, which has beautiful holographic glitters and flakies. And then this one is Unbelievable, which is a gorgeous blue. And they all have similar flakies to the ones that were in the Vacay Vibes collection, if you remember that one. So also included in the collab is this beautiful Frostbite Chrome, which has a blue undertone to it. We get some cute little snowflake glitters as well. And they also partnered with 2 other companies, which were Poshy Nail Designs, who made these beautiful decals that I will be using. Took me a while to decide which ones to use, but you'll see what I went with in a minute. And also Candi Skincare. But first, let's talk about what is on my other hand. This is Panda Dip's October exclusives. I did not film this, Manny. I am so sorry. But they are no longer available since they were the October exclusives. So I didn't think it would be fair to, record that and then not have them available to you all. So it's basically a placeholder, Manny, until I get to my next one. So here's the Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil. This one is called Heart and Solstice, and it smells like a yummy candy cane. It's really, really nice. All right, so let's get into this, Manny, shall we? The first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to apply my peel base. I wear peel base because I do my nails quite often and I just hate soaking off in acetone. So I am using the new Virgo and Gem peel base. This is my second or maybe third time using it, and I'm actually quite in love with it. It works really, really well. It's got a really thin consistency, but it dries very quickly. And I have no issues with pop-offs. So yeah, that's my new go-to right now. But I just wanted to leave this in to show you that I am still using the same application process. So if you have watched my videos before, my recent sweet spot with peel base is 1 full coat, let that dry, and then as I am here, I'm going to do 1 strip, cat hair, dog hair, whatever that is, 1 strip right down the center. Right down the center, and that's it. And then I let both of those layers dry fully before moving on to my dip application. All right, I am going to start by laying down all of my base colors first. So I struggled a little bit with deciding what color. I wanted to use all 3 colors, obviously, but I couldn't decide like what finger I wanted to put what on. So ultimately, I ended up deciding that I wanted my accent nails to be my ring and my middle finger. So I'm going to put Up to Snow Good on those 2 fingers because that's where my decals are going to go. And then I am going to apply Unbelievable on my pinky, and then Slay All Day on my index and my thumb. So that is what I am up to. And while I go ahead and do all of that, I thought I would take a moment to chat a little bit about this collab. This year, it is a little bit different than last year in that they have a little bit of a twist. It's a collab between Marla Kris and Shimmer and Shine, and with guest collaborators, I guess you would call them, Poshy Nail Designs and Candi Skincare, which is really cool. If any of you have been following me for a while now, or if you follow Marla Kris, You know she has a Facebook group, and I am one of her mods in her Facebook group. So one of the perks of being one of her mods is that I get to put my little hands on these collabs before the release. So I am lucky enough to have these, even though they are releasing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. EST. So if you are someone who is really excited and looking forward to getting a hold of it, that's when you want to set your alarms for. I can almost guarantee that these are going to sell out quickly. Every collab that they've done, so there was the one last year around this time, the hashtag Marla Made Me Do It collab, the first one, sold out, and restocked several times. And then there was the spring one, All the Feels, and that one sold out really fast. And then there was the summer one, the Vacay Vibes, and then there was the fall one that we just had not long ago, the Wind Down Trio, and that one sold out. I'm telling you, these collections, these collaborations that Marla and Shimmer try and do together, they sell out. So get your alarms set and be ready to have quick fingers if you want to get a hold of these. So I'm going to finish dipping out these colors. I'm going to stop chatting for a little bit, and then I will come back for the next step. So hang tight. So I was cruising on through, and I decided to stop and slow things down again for a moment because I really wanted you all to see how I applied these hollow flakies. Sometimes what I'll do is I will toss these into a cupcake liner or something like that, because sometimes the application is better that way, so that you can shake it around and have all the foils come to the top. I did not have to do that with this dip. I could just dip my finger into the jar and come out with full coverage with these flakies. It is so dense with all these hollow flakies. Like, I didn't even have to use a cupcake liner. So, and when I tell you that this dip has so much beautiful hollow dimension in it, it's just stunning. So I just wanted to stop and say a little bit about that because I was super happy with the way it applied. So that's all. At this point, I am going to encapsulate and clear just my pinky, index finger, and thumb. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to activate the white nails, the middle and the ring finger, because I'm going to shape them up a bit. I'm going to file and buff a little bit because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to apply my water slide decals, and then I'm going to encapsulate those in clear. Once I do that, I'm going to activate everything, and then I'm going to file and buff and smooth everything out and make everything perfect. Well, you know what I mean, as perfect as I can make them. But I decided that lately I've had a lot more success with my decals lasting and not peeling up or what have you if I encapsulate and clear. I used to just do no smudge top coat, and then I would use my base and over that, and then I would then top coat. It just felt like a lot more work, and sometimes it would affect the decal. So I'm going to avoid doing that altogether, and I'm just going to encapsulate and clear and be done with it. All right, decal time, and these are the ones that I decided to go with, and I think they're so cute. I am going to do it a little differently. I've started doing it this way because I feel like it's better than soaking the decals. So I put it on my jelly stamper, and then I wet the back, and I wait a couple of seconds, and then I just slide the back right off, and I plop it on my nail. This way, I don't have to worry about fishing it out of the water, dealing with tweezers or anything like that. So this just is my simplified way of doing it. I'm sure other people have done it this way. I don't know, but this just feels like the easiest way for me. And so I am going to be doing this probably from now on for the most part. I did forget to apply my sticky base coat, so I had to put the decal aside for a second and apply the sticky base coat and wait for it to dry. In that process, the decals started getting dried out a little bit. So all I did is I took the Q-tip and I dabbed the decal to wetten it. That's not a word. To re-wet it. Wow, words are hard. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And as I usually do, using my jelly stamper, pressing that baby right on that nail, and I am going to move on and do the same exact process on the next nail. And here we are, as I explained previously, I am now going to encapsulate the decals in clear. And I have found that if you are extremely careful with applying your dip base and you float over the decal, you won't disturb it. So just be very gentle, don't brush, just float, and then you can dip right into that clear. And then once the dip base hardens, you can activate, and it should not disturb or smudge or smear the decal at all. I have not had any issues with that since I started doing this process. I'm going to finish up and file and buff off camera, and I will be right back. So now I have decided that I am going to carefully apply some gel base. I'm going to apply some gel base and I am going to then apply some no wipe top coat. And I say carefully because I'm terrified to get it on my skin because I have had some issues with sensitivity to some product that I have used. And I assume that it's a gel product, so I'm trying to be very, very careful. But I wanted to see what the Frostbite Chrome would look like over this blue dip. And I will say that I was a little bit disappointed, not in the chrome at all, but that I chose to do it over the blue because it's not really that noticeable because it's a blue chrome. That was really user error. Has nothing to do with the chrome powder or the dip at all. I really should have chromed over the white, and that probably would have been a little bit more interesting, but I didn't do that. So anyway, it doesn't look terrible. It's just not that noticeable. So we're just going to ignore that I did that, and we're going to move on to top coat everything in just a few minutes. So yeah. And now I'm going to show you exactly how non-chromy that chrome looks on that blue nail. All right, so now I'm going to get to activating everything. I'm going to top coat it all, and I will be back for final thoughts at the end. Or will I? Oh, yes, I will, but maybe it won't be the end. Heart and Solstice is the cuticle oil of choice, obviously. Here's the final look. What do you think? What do you think? Ooh, pretty hollow. Ooh, had a fuzzy. Maybe it was a cat hair or dog hair. It's been happening a lot lately. So I'm going to apply this cuticle oil. And while I am doing that, I'm having second thoughts. So I'm looking at those accent nails, and as much as I love the decals, and I really do, they're so cute, I kind of feel like they need a little something. I just can't stop looking at this hollow. I keep staring at it. But so I decided to add a little bling. Now these did not come in the collab. This is something I had in my own personal stash, but I added a couple of rhinestones and some caviar beads just to kind of bling it up a little bit. I just felt like it needed a little more. And now I am truly satisfied with the final look. Do you all agree? What do you think? Was it a good choice? Why don't you let me know down in the comments? Anyway, tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, Shimmer and Shine Marla Kris collab releases. Don't miss out on it. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye now.